Welcome back to Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes, or No More Heroes, Travis Strikes Again. It's hard to tell what they actually wanted to do with that title.
It's a little like with the first Legacy of Kain game. It was originally Blood Omen Legacy of Kain, but because all the other games in the series say Legacy of Kain and then the subtitle, people keep writing it backwards when they go back and write the name of the first game.
Mixing a bitch to alphabetize.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like
you know how
Wizards and Warriors subtitle and whatever the subtitle is, Wizard and Warriors 2, and then Wizards of Warriors 3 doesn't have the subtitle, and it's like, what order do these games go in?
on my
The way I always do is I do it by series title, and then I just go in order. At that point, it doesn't matter.
Though, like sometimes you don't have the option. The Tomb Raider reboot series pisses me off on my Steam list because there's Tomb Raider, which lists itself with the classic Tomb Raider series all in order, but then there's Rise of the Tomb Raider, which is up in the R's, down in the R's, and then there's Shadow of the Tomb Raider, which is in the S's, which, does...
I mean, they're not that far apart alphabetically.
Yeah, but there's a whole... But I have a long list of Steam games, damn it. There's a lot of other R games and S games between them. And yeah, you can sort of, create custom lists for series, but that still puts Tomb Raider, the reboot, way up at the top of the list, before Tomb Raider 1 from the classic series. Then Rise of the Tomb Raider is above that, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider is between the two. Because you
could theoretically have a list that is Rise of the Tomb Raider, Shadow the Hedgehog, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and then it's just like, wait, the series.
My favorite Tomb Raider game is Shadow the Hedgehog.
I think of would be before the, but wait.
It depends on how you alphabetize your crap.
Yeah.
Really. But Shadow of the Colossus, whatever, point stands.
Shadow of the Colossus would definitely be before Shadow of the Tomb Raider because that's how letters work. But
man, Lara Croft fights some weird enemies in this one. Like I don't even, man.
And that's not even counting Dude Raider.
You shrink the Colossi down to Lara size, and you would get Tomb Raider enemies.
Yes.
Why would you have to shrink them down? She fights a fucking T-Rex in the first game. She can fight a Colossus.
I thought that was a fever dream.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. I thought
they also brought the T-Rex back in Tomb Raiders 2 and 3. In fact, Tomb Raider 2 does this thing where the T-Rex is a secret enemy down in a hidden area the very first level. And then after you beat it and get the thing that's down there, you walk out of the room where the item was hidden, and there's a second T-Rex just waiting for you because the developers were on drugs, I guess.
That sounds like the T-Rex just didn't properly load.
The best part is there's no physical way for either of those Tyrannosaurus Rexes to get into that area of the level. There's no way for them to be there. They just are.
And yet they are.
That's assuming that you can even get to that part of the level, though, because Tomb Raider 2 is kind of like Super Mario Brothers 2, in that it's like
actual Mario 2
actual
or
Mario 2
USA.
Like it starts off where the difficulty curve of the first game ended almost.
Okay.
Well, like a true sequel. like it just follows up directly where it left
off. It very
off.
much does assume that you've played the first game first.
Yeah.
But yeah. Ooh.
So, question about Travis Strikes Again. How long does it take for the combat to feel repetitive, would you say?
Somewhat early. The game's levels do enough to vary themselves that the combat isn't necessarily going to ruin or slow itself down too much. Because this is just the first level where they're getting you into everything. Every level from here on will have its own different, unique kind of gimmick to sparse out between all the combat.
Well, it's not really such a problem, I think, if the combat...
And reminder, this game is also built to be played co-op. So.
Yeah, there's that. It's not such a problem if the combat is a bit on the repetitive side, since this is very obviously kind of a one-off side thing. So... even if it slightly wears out its welcome by the end, it's not like we're looking at more of this later, you know?
I feel games like this, how fast they wear out their welcome is all a matter of how quick levels take to finish, how much they throw at you at once, what can you do with said character,
Yeah, the
and
levels
the
are
environments you run through.
the levels are fairly long.
Speaking of that,
Yeah.
though, there's more than just Travis to play as in this game, right?
Yeah, you can play as Badman, and if you've got the physical version or buy the DLC, you can play as Shinobu or Batgirl.
Ah, excellent.
How differently
bad
does
girl's dead.
everybody play, would you say?
They play functionally the same, they just have slightly different stats, and everyone has a few unique special moves.
There, hold on, wait, I'm going to throw the yellow flag. How the hell do you play as Batgirl? She's dead.
You revive her with the Dragon Balls.
Wait, that's an
I'm not-
actual
I'm not-
thing
I'm
that
not-
happens in
I'm-
the story. I
copyright.
forgot. Jesus.
Yeah. I'm not joking.
Oh, okay. I never played this game before.
You know, I'm actually glad that Shinobu was playable, though, because ever since No More Heroes 2, I've kind of wanted a full game as Shinobu. Because, like...
With a better control
well,
scheme.
a better
for
control
God's
scheme,
sakes.
yeah, but the foundation for what they had with Shinobu was there, and I would have liked
Well,
to
yeah.
be able to play a whole game as that rather than just a few levels.
Well, you'll be happy to hear that her actress confirmed that she is in 3.
Excellent.
Excellent, but is she playable?
We'll have to see.
And hopefully we'll get more than just one Fever Dream boss fight as Henry, yes. I keep forgetting.
That always seemed to me to be the biggest disappointment with No More Heroes 2 was that they had these characters that were very popular, and they just
I have
had them playable, but only for
I have
one
a
point, and there wasn't a new game plus or anything to play with them.
I have a
the other
theory
levels.
of sorts regarding that, and it's not all that different from what's happened with some other games that I know, particularly mentioning this again, and I really should get around to recording it, but the Legacy of Kain series. Sometimes cut content manifests in the final product in a really odd way. In the case of No More Heroes 2, I think they had planned to do more with Shinobu and Henry during production, but again, we don't actually get much of a budget with these games, do we?
Yeah, the photos we see with Henry when he says, "Oh, I did all this stuff for you off screen," those were meant to be bosses.
Yeah, I can believe it.
Wait,
Again, the problem most of the time is money.
is
Yeah.
that the Unreal Engine logo as a...
Yeah.
Oh,
They're Unreal tokens you can collect on the unlock stuff.
Look, man, time constraints are hard.
Okay, but you
All right,
know,
guys, what do we have in the default objects in the Unreal editor?
You know what the
they have
best
this logo
joke-
from...
you know what the best joke would have been though? If you collect enough of them, the textures start popping in.
And the only real unlockables this game has are extra T-shirts for Travis to wear.
There were a lot of them too, if I remember.
Even Nintendo ones.
Yeah, like there was a...
Is this the kind of game that has like a combo called Big Budget, and you execute it by hitting the A button 3 times?
I like big budgets and I cannot fly.
Comment down, Michael Bay.
Okay.
If we really wanted to make the joke there, it would be James Cameron, because he walks
That's
onto
true.
a set and then the cameras start pouring out extra money for him to do stuff. Alright, so I have to ask about this UI. What the heck is the thing on the right supposed to be?
That's Batman. So when you're playing as 2-player, that's his health
Yeah,
meter
but
and
what's
stuff.
with all the smiley faces?
Yeah.
I think he's just nuts.
Okay, why is Travis holding up the letter R sometimes?
A lot of the stuff.
That's your that's kind of like your max move thing. When you press R when it's up and you've built up the meter, he does like a double
Oh,
lunge attack that can really wipe things out, and it increases your sword's level.
The smiley faces react to kills. Okay. Interesting.
So if you kill something better, he's happier, I suppose?
I guess, yeah.
It's like a ranking system. Who is he to judge?
Well, I'm not really getting a ranking system out of this because some of the emotes don't really make sense. But,
I'm just imagining a Devil May Cry game where at the end of every combo, it's just emojis.
Emojis.
Oh God! Just threw up in my mouth a little at the very idea.
You do a 2-string combo and it's the poop emoji. You do a 3-string combo and
Just
it's a
reminds
thumbs
me.
up
No,
emoji.
you're
Sure.
reminding me more of fucking what's her name from Spider-Man.
triple S rank would be just super smiley or something.
What was the name of the girl on Spider-Man?
Oh, the
live
Twitch streamer. I don't know.
The Twitch streamer. I forgot. I just off the top
There's
of
a
my
Twitch
head. What the hell
streamer
is her
in the
name?
Spider-Man game?
Yeah.
her gimmick is that she like streams everything because like she's
She
like,
puts people in death traps for Spider-Man to save her and records it.
what the hell is her name? Because I
That
bitched about her.
sounds
for
like a
whole
very
minute.
modern Marvel thing.
No, because she was repurposed to be that kind of
Oh.
character. Because she was already an existing villain.
Oh, okay.
But it's like,
Hold on, I've never heard of this character before, so
what the hell is her name? I'm not doing the coward thing. Google searching.
I'm doing it.
I'm stronger than that.
No, you're not.
No, I gotta remember what was her name. You guys keep going.
I just realized
Don't say
I
it.
said that sounds like a very modern Marvel thing, but the first character that popped into my head was something out of Batgirl, so not Marvel, just modern comics.
Was it Silver Sable?
Nope.
No, it's not
There's
Silver Sable.
there's a similar case in I want to say the modern Batgirl run, but it's actually just the recent one before the current creative team, I think. The one where Babs Tarr was doing the artwork. One of the villains was like, oh, what was it? Doing something with hacking phones or something or other. It got some criticism for being like very deliberately modern social media danger kind of thing.
Was it
But-
Screwball?
Screwball, that's it.
Screwball. Ah! That was her name. Oh, Screwball. Oh,
Apparently
God.
she was only oh wait, hold on. She apparently appeared in like one episode of the comics. And that's it.
Oh,
Like,
so
Episode of the
she's
comics.
like, fucking Ray the Flying Squirrel coming back here.
We don't want to have to go through the copyright system of making new characters. Take an old one we never used and make her that.
Oof.
Saving heals you.
So, what was the point of doing that?
I accidentally pressed the button when I was getting out to roll, got zapped, now I'm going to heal up again.
Oops.
You ever shit, then you get up and realize, wait a minute.
I'm not done yet.
This isn't the only game, by the way. This isn't the only game where going to the crapper can heal you. Oddly enough, Persona 3, when you were like in tired or sick status, you could save your game and then go to the bathroom, and there would be a random chance of, and it totally save scummable, so I would totally save scum it. A random chance of going to the bathroom, increasing your condition back to normal, so that you could study again.
one of my favorite things in Dragon Quest Builders 2 is that you have to build towns for people and stuff like that, so you have to feed them and whatnot. But one of the other things you have to do is make toilets for people, because they have to, people will complain if they don't have a bathroom to go in. And if you only make one bathroom in the town, everybody will line up to go to the bathroom, and there'll be like a line like 12 people long of people just standing in front of the bathroom, like crossing their legs, waiting to go. This is the same
Bubble
thing.
Buddy, you're done!
Question: when you're playing as other characters, do they get dialogue with the bosses?
Yes, they do.
Excellent.
So, why are Travis and Batman not trying to kill each other?
Because they're trying to just get out of the game for now.
Okay.
Although I think they're also in separate areas entirely.
No, they go through the same
what?
areas.
They go through the same areas. Okay, yeah, okay, so like Batman's strictly just a co-op thing.
Yeah.
Well, I think you can play as him and normally, can't you?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. So will you be showing off Batman, or are you,
No,
are you
this is purely Travis.
strictly
Because
Travis? Okay.
none of the characters play entirely different. They have a few different stats, and like I said, they have a few original special moves. They can
So
equip
imagine
with
if you switched over to Batman, he would be on the left side,
them.
and Travis would be on the right
yes,
side?
I think so.
judging you with like anime tits and like asses and barely legal anime girls.
Probably. I don't know.
If he's a true weeb, they're not even legal anime girls.
That's very true.
They only claim to be.
Or it's okay.
They're
because-
also-
actually 500 years
old. Oh my
they're
God.
they're also thankfully not related to you, even though they're your sister.
They're totally like college age. We just dressed them up in high school uniforms and set the scene in a high school classroom because
Yeah, Travis is the kind of character whose favorite alternate costume for Sherry and RE6 was the schoolgirl uniform.
Oh, it totally wasn't. You know
don't
that.
remind me of that, okay? In that art style, it just looks wrong.
It's okay that I like Naui from Fire Emblem Awakening. She's 1,000 years old, guys.
I don't know
alright.
if that was what they were going for or not, but it doesn't even look appealing. It just looks
Wait,
wrong.
he does have a poop emoji. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh, Patrick Stewart's in this game. Instant class.
What?
Oh, do you didn't know Patrick Stewart plays the poop in the Emoji movie?
Uh,
I thought everybody was trying to forget the emoji was
I
a
hope you
thing.
remember it now.
I do.
The game, by the way, the game.
I think I would have. No, I wouldn't. I was gonna say I think I would have rather have been reminded of school dress Sherry, but no. Those two things are equally awful.
Okay, but what about Travis Touchdown schoolgirl uniform? I think he could pull it off personally. Like, you can say a lot of things about Travis Touchdown, but he doesn't have the physique of your typical anime nerd.
So what? He just swapped clothes with Shinobu for a day?
Yeah, I think he has the physique to pull it off personally.
Yeah, that's about the only unrealistic thing about Travis is that he doesn't fit the standard weeb mold. Like he's pretty fit.
Yeah, and like he's got.
I mean,
long
there.
legs.
I mean, there are cosplayers who can pull some really impressive stuff off.
Nah, it's all up front. They want money.
You're not a real anime fan if you don't have an extra layer to keep you warm at night. Because your anime body pillow certainly isn't doing that. Oh wait, did I just say that out loud? I'm so sorry.
Who said that out loud? Who said that?
I'm kidding, by the way.
Yeah, speaking of that, we are not judging.
No, you're probably right. I don't know how a pillow would keep you warm. You'd probably just throw it off in your sleep and it'd end up on the floor.
I mean, body pillows can be pretty large from what I've seen. Just put it on top of you. I personally just get a blanket.
By the way, BrainScratch comes body pillow-cases coming soon to a store near you.
Yeah, what do you think the B
Well,
stands
the provocative, the provocative pillows that the provocative pillowcases that people put on them, notwithstanding, they don't work that way. I have a regular, like as in non-decorated, with just like a burgundy pillowcase on it.
A therapeutic body pillow.
I have a body pillow that's just, a pillow with a pillowcase on it. I feel I need to clarify that, but because people are it's just flat burgundy, okay?
I too have a body pillow that I got on sale.
No, I
in
bought
Bed
it
Bath
off
& Beyond.
Amazon because I have this tendency to, wake up with terrible neck aches a lot.
Yeah, it's like
Right.
burgundy. That's Lewis, what anime is she from?
I know it's like body pillows are now associated more with like otaku and weeb culture, but it's also like if we go back to its original purpose, they're supposed to be therapeutic.
I should stress I bought it to help with like my neck aches and stuff, but it doesn't work. It just winds up on the floor most of the time. So right now I just sort of have it for no reason.
Just wake up with a crick in the neck and my dick is soft for some reason. I can't explain that last one, but it's just something I happened to notice.
How weird.
Okay. How did we even get onto this topic? I've lost
I
track.
don't fucking know. I don't pay attention to how we go from one topic to the other.
Someone will have a flowchart for it.
At this rate, we might as well just loop footage for 20 goddamn minutes of Travis sitting on the toilet, taking a shit, and then getting back up only to sit down again.
That's the quickest shit I've ever seen in my life, also, for the record.
Well, if it's just 20 minutes of the Travis taking a shit with us talking over it, the BSC would be big shit comes.
Well, regardless, we thank everyone for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in part 3.
Later.